Whew. My goodness. It's quite the accident. My car is totaled. Go up to that manor up there and see if they can call me a mechanic. Get my car off the road at least and get out of this rain. See if anyone's home. Hello? Anyone in here? Sounds like someone's inside. What's this book? Sanguinis Luxuria. Does that basically mean an exaggerated love for blood? Let's go check in. Hello? Oh, good. Oh. Are you all... how do I stop this? Shoot. What should I do? Oh. Oh dear. Well, let's just close the door. And, think about what happened here. Sanguinis Luxuria. Intro. Blood. Maybe can tell me how to clean up blood. It would seem that killing villagers can sometimes leave some blood behind on the floor. Not only that, but it can be picked up in a bottle. Alright. There's a bottle. Can at least get rid of the evidence. Ah! Well, that would have been an easier fix then, wouldn't it? Okay. I mean, there's still some evidence left behind here, so... let's get rid of that evidence too. I feel a little bit ill, but you know what? Waste not, want not. I might be called out for any of these. Alright, well. Now... I am feeling quite poorly. Not only provide very little nutritional value, but also makes you feel more sick with each sip. Oh, wonder why anyone wanted to... well, you know, covering up the... let's see. Blood sickness is a direct result of drinking blood. The more blood you drink, the more sick you get. It seems that at a high enough level, it starts poisoning. Perhaps if you let it run out its effect, something interesting happens. Huh. Well, that doesn't sound like the brightest of ideas, but got nothing better to do. Maybe I could see what else is going on in here. Huh. Silver refining. Haven't seen that before. Must be new. Turn this raw silver into silver ingots, I guess. Look at that. A whole bunch of silver tools as well. Silver shovel, silver axe, even a silver sword. +4 blessed damage. Maybe the book tells me about this. Silver tools. Silver can be used to make tools. Tools made with silver are on par with tools made of iron, but also have a special effect of increased damage against undead. Looks like they're experimenting with some new blocks here too. An altar can be made. Looks like a bottle of blood, some logs, and more blackstone to make an altar. Doesn't seem to do anything. What on earth is going on here? It's a cauldron full of blood, I guess. Would seem to suggest that if you put a flower in, we get a blood petal. Bizarre. I wonder what these are used for. There's another thing they are making here, with more logs and darkstone. A pedestal. Huh. Well then, it appears that if you drink too much blood, you become a vampire. Brilliant. I heard humming down the basement, so that may be a good source of food. Let's see what's going on down here. Oh my. Seems to be some sort of cleric down here. It looks like he can be numbed upon. Looks like under this Sanguinis Luxuria, I can drain their blood with a V. And I am quite hungry, so I'll take a little bit of this very much locked up man's life essence to refine my own. Wow, there is a lot going on down here. Look at this. It appears that the altar is set up with 4 of those little pedestals around it to create some sort of ritual thing. If I know anything about suggestions and crafting, if I take this blood bottle, this blood petal, this nether wart, and this fermented spider eye, place them all down, and then right-click the altar. Twisted blood. It's like blood, but twisted. New chapter unlocked. Okay. Twisted blood. Blood can be twisted through the altar into something more potent. Drinking twisted blood will grant you 1 skill point. Skill points can be assigned by pressing Y. But would you look at that tree? Increased health, increased strength, blink. I think a little bit of increased health might go for a start. And look at that. Got extra heart. Very nice. Not too powerful, but still it's a nice bonus to have. Just a little bit of extra health makes me feel a lot more powerful than just a normal mere mortal. Looks like we can take some of this twisted blood, gold, arrow, and some string, make something else new and strange. Around that, might as well drink some more twisted blood that was left over, and acquire the ability to blink. Right-click to bind. You can right-click it to the Z key or the X key. Doesn't work with any other keys though. So let's bind it to the Z key. So I guess I can teleport now? Wow, like Enderman. Cool. Got the pendant of piercing. Goes into a ball slot on the necklace. Pendant of piercing. When worn, the pendant of piercing turns blink from a tool of escape and mobility into one of offense. Blinking through living creatures. Wearing the pendant inflicts damage and also reduces exhaustion. Well, I hear a bunch of monsters upstairs. Or outside, anyways. So let's try it. Oh, it looks like I hurt him a little bit. That being said, let's not tempt fate too much. Looks like another item we can make. Acquiring 2 glass bottles. Iron and strength. This would be the Pendant of Transfusion. The Pendant of Transfusion allows, when worn, for blood to be drained and automatically transfer into held bottles to store an item. So if I have one of these empty bottles, I'm holding it, and I drain the villager, it goes into the bottle for later. Twisted blood, empty bottle, and 2 glass. This will make what looks like a blood bag, and it is. It carries 10 bottles. Just to fully saturate your thirst is very inconvenient. The blood bag is a better solution. It has a capacity of 10 bottles, yet only uses up a single slot in your inventory. They can also be filled just like glass bottles. Finally, we got this here. Potion of Blessed Water. Blessed Water can be obtained from max level cleric when drank. It grants blood protection which damages vampires whenever they feed on you. When thrown, however, it will not only grant blood protection to living things it hits, it will also damage any undead creatures. When drank by a vampire, afflicted with weakness, Blessed Water grants them blood protection. Once the blood protection runs out, the vampire will turn human again. Twisted blood can be inverted and turned into blessed blood. Blessed blood, when drank, will convert any unlocked abilities back to skill points. You may want to make sure you're full in health, however. Well, I'm interested in creating this thing and learning the process, but I guess I need to trade with that cleric to get the blessed water to do it properly. And it appears he doesn't want to trade with me. I think it's because I'm a vampire. I wonder if there's a way around that. Let's check out the mana. Oh, this mask looks like it might disguise our presence. Carved mask. Put that on our face. Quite fetching, really. 3 different kinds as well. So we got these flat eyes, got these bigger expressive eyes, and we've got these droopy low down eyes. Seems like someone might be making more here. Yeah, simple log. You can carve into any mask. Let's see if he can't recognize me anymore. I did torment him a little bit. So maybe this will make it so I can trade with him. Oh yes. Prices aren't great, but with mundane potion emeralds, I can get some blessed water out of it. I guess we should read about the vampires too. As a vampire, your body does not accept regular food. You require blood to sustain yourself. You can obtain blood from most living things. The amount of blood they have depends on their maximum health. Certain creatures, such as villagers, provide more blood, while others, such as undead, provide toxic blood that weakens and hurts you. I wonder what would happen if we were to apply weakness and then drain some blood. What might happen? It spreads. Well, that's a new achievement. 5 skill points, so it seems like the limit of my powers is up to 7. Looks like we can increase our strength and get a bite if we want to. We can also get natural armor. I guess we could increase the power of our blink. Assign that bite. Now we can bite something. Oh my. Made horrible sloshing sounds. Like this wasn't that good for him. I'm curious to see the conclusions of this experiment as well. Though it took me a while to become a vampire, so it might take him a while too. And there we are. Vampire villager. Wearing a mask like me. No longer does any trades. Not all that useful. Well, guess we'll put him down. Or we could try to cure him. Nah. He had a ball of blood on him. Sucker was holding out on me. So, I have increased strength. Increased by 2. Let's see how much strength that is. Looks like about strength 2, quite literally. Also, apparently I've increased durability. So I could go outside and say hi. There's plenty of creatures out there groaning and grumbling. I appear to be fairly tough, even without armor. Normally a zombie would give a lot more trouble than this. Huh. Well, I appear to be downed rather than dead, so I'm not killed outright. I read that silver in the book can outright kill a vampire. Looks like drinking this blood gives me back up on my feet. So I get knocked down, but I get up again. People can't hold me down. Well, that's like an extra life. Very useful. Let's look at that holy blood. Skill reset. Ow. So you could get Blink to move forward a short distance, you can get the cooldown reduction, or you can get increased range, but you can't get both. You can get increased strength with a bite and armor, but if you get a bite, you can't get blood efficient. Blood efficient is increase the amount of blood you gain, increase your maximum health, allows you to transfer point effects, and increase the amount of time you can spend in the sun. So I should be able to transfer effects with my bites now. So if I make myself invisible, and then bite a villager, it should transfer onto him. We're no longer invisible, but he is. That's amusing. Increase the amount of time you can spend in sunlight. There's something in this book about helmets. Certain helmets can grant extra time in sunlight before you start to burn. These helmets usually have a trade-off of very little protection. Sun protection is an enchantment that can be applied to any helmet. It provides an extra second per level of time without burning in the sunlight. Also stacks with other methods. So if I go out into this sunny day, I start burning to death, which is inconvenient. Luckily I can drink people quite fast now with those upgraded stats. So I can get blood out of this target quite quickly into the blood bag. So if I wear a helmet with a leather cap, that should increase the time I can be outside without catching fire from the cursed sun. I'm getting weak. And then I can also apply enchantments to it, up to level 4. So this should protect me for many seconds out in the sunlight. So I can go about bothering the villagers, if I so want to, before catching fire. Get into cover. Like all of them is aggressive towards me. That's good to know. I will avoid him. Trident. Trident can be a rather useful tool for a vampire due to certain Trident special enchantments. Blood transfer allows the Trident to latch onto an entity and drain its blood. At the cost of damage decrease, the blood drained by the Trident will either go directly to your blood bar or into a blood storage item in your hand. Blood transfer cannot completely drain something in blood. It also depends if the drain on its level. And then, Serrate is another Trident enchantment. When something is hit with the Trident, it has a chance of being infected with bleeding. Both the amount and time of the bleeding increases with level. So this one would be blood transfer. Which sticks in him and sips away at the blood. That's pretty amusing. Serrated's applied to the melee attack at level 3 maximum. It's a little bit bugged with the serrated trident. Yes, he was making the draining noises. Definitely having it too high of a level causes it to bug out. That's good to know. The sun's still out. Curses. Good thing I have all this sun protection. You know, as interesting as it's been though, I think I've had enough of being a vampire. So, maybe let's fix that. Seems like a nice enough spot for it. Blessed water. Gives me blessed blood. Weakness. A little bit of nausea. But maybe in the end, I'll stop being a horrible monster. And wouldn't that be something? Well, it appears the blood blessing seems to be fading. So, maybe soon I'll be back to being a human. I believe when it starts flashing, that's about 10 seconds left. Look at that. Regain my humanity. What a strange place. Well, spend the night, wake up in the morning, and well, let's go take the silverware. Already done enough crimes as it is, so what's a few more? And guess we'll just hitchhike our way out of here. The golem's still giving me the side eye. So, yeah. Well then. With these arrows sticking at me, thank you very much for watching. And I guess I'll catch you all next time. So until then, goodbye. Just a Looney Tune road. Good thing I didn't drive into that. That would have been more death in the tree. Goodness gracious me. Well, it's a long, long way to Bossing Say. But the girls are so pretty. And however else that song goes.